Hello, students. Today we are going to learn internal trade, that is chapter 10 of business studies, part 3. In the last session, we were talking about the departmental stores and supermarkets. Now, here we are going to talk about mail order houses. These are the large scale retailers, and it is a form of retailing where the business transactions are done through post or by mail. So there is no direct personal contact between the buyer and the seller. And under this system, the receipts of order, delivery of goods, and payment are done through the mail. Like example, value payable post. This system is also called shopping by post. So over here, you just have to place the order through the various advertising media. Like let's say, for example, if the seller has advertised in newspaper or magazine, wherein you can post or when you can order through mail, and then the seller would transfer you the goods through mail or post. So over here, the mode of operation goes this way. First, giving an advertisement in various media, be it newspaper or magazines or journals. Secondly, preparing a mailing list of prospective customers. So I know during this COVID situation, you must be missing the school bells, right? So this bell is so that you don't miss the classes or the feeling of being in the class and learning. So preparing a mailing list of prospective customers. Data may be collected from the telephone directories or social media, and then you have to approach the customer by sending them the circulars or catalog by post. Like, let's say, for example, if you are the seller and you have advertised in newspaper or magazines or journal, and you are sending me the circular or catalogs by post. Now, by seeing the catalogs or circular, either which has been sent to me personally or through advertising, I can choose from the catalog and place an order. So the seller receives the order from the customer and execution of order by sending the goods through post office. Now it may be in different forms such as advance payment at the time of placing order. So or VPP, that is payment through bank, which will be collected by the post office. Now, when we talk about the suitability of goods for mail order houses, only graded and standardized goods can be dealt with in mail order houses. Only those goods which are easily transportable at low cost, which is light in weight. Fragile goods cannot be suitable for this kind of market. Goods having ready demand in the market. The another suitability of goods for these kind of mail order houses is they should be available in large quantity throughout the year, and goods which are having least competition in the market. So goods which are not available in the local market are also suitable for mail order houses. When we talk about the advantages, then it requires very limited capital because it does not require huge buildings or furniture or infrastructure. Secondly, there is no middleman or there is elimination of middlemen. So the cost of operation is also less. And there is no problem of bad debt or risk of bad debt because no credit facilities are allowed to the customers. When we talk about another advantage of mail order houses, it has wide reach, that is, the area of operation is not limited. So, through mail order houses, you can not only sell the products locally but within the country also. So, you have wider reach in terms of reaching the customers. There is also convenience in buying because the delivery of goods are made at the doorstep of the customers. But of course, it comes with certain limitations. There is no personal contact between the customer and the seller. So they do not have a chance to examine the product. Secondly, it involves high promotion cost. Heavy expenses have to be spent on advertising. And there is no after sale services or no credit facilities which are available. The fifth limitation is delay in delivery. Many a times it happens that after placing the order, the commodity does not reach you on specified period of time, which was stated in the order while placing the order. So there might be delay in delivery. Sixthly, possibility of abuse. Dishonest traders may cheat the customer and they may either send the duplicate product or they may not even send the products. So there is high dependence on postal services. Success of business depends on the efficiency of the postal department. After mail order houses, we also have consumer cooperative stores. Now, these are also large scale retailers, and it is a retail store which is formed and run by consumers on cooperative principles. So, these stores are owned, managed, and controlled by the consumers so as to make the goods available at reasonable price. These kind of consumer cooperative stores, they deal in all types of consumer goods, or we can say FMCG products like groceries, stationery, dress materials, etc. In case of consumer cooperative stores, capital is raised by the issue of shares to members and management is vested in the hands of board of directors. So it should be registered under the Cooperative Societies Act. Talking about the advantages of these consumer cooperative stores, it is very easy to form because it requires only 10 people and it is a voluntary association. So, any 10 people may come together and form a society with limited formality. And the liability of member is also limited up to the capital which is invested by them. Thirdly, it is based on democratic principle, that is one person has one vote right. The another advantage is that low price. So by eliminating the middlemen, they can reduce the cost of selling and cost of production. And there is no chance of bad debt due to cash and carry system, as these consumer cooperative stores, they do not provide the commodity on credit basis. And usually these stores are set up in public places. When we talk about the disadvantages or limitations of these cooperative stores, it lacks initiative. The person who manage and work on honorary basis may not take much initiative for the success of business. And there is also difficulty in raising capital because it has very limited people who are ready to invest into this. Thirdly, there is lack of patronage. All the members may not be in touch with the organization regularly. And there is lack of training and expertise in the management because these are not the professionals or experts or specialized in carrying the business or these kind of cooperative stores. The another large retail which we have is supermarket. Now, supermarket is a large scale retail store which sells wide variety of consumer goods, and the most important feature or different feature is the absence of salesmen and shop assistant to help the customer in selecting the goods. So they are also called as a self service stores. There are various products which are arranged in well marked divisions or departments on an open shelves, and they are neatly packed, and the weight, price, quantity, everything is marked on the packets. Now, when we talk about the features, it of course gives wide variety to the buyers. So buyers can purchase a wide variety of products under one roof. So it saves time. Secondly, supermarket functions on the principle of self-service, which results in lower operating costs because now you don't have to pay to the salespeople. So there is reduction or elimination in the payment of wages or salaries to the salespeople. So this way it reduces the cost. Because of bulk purchase and lower operating cost, they can sell their product at lower price than the other retail shop. So this will help them to gain more customers. Now, another advantage or another feature we can see is cash basis. This feature helps them to eliminate the bad debts because all the dealings and transactions are done on the basis of cash transactions. And generally, these kind of super bazaar or markets are located at the central place of the city. So, summing up, we can say that the advantages of supermarket are one roof and low cost. So, this is convenient as well as economical to the buyers. And it has a central location, so easily it is accessible to all the people. It of course offers you wide variety of goods, so consumer has the privilege to choose from all the wide varieties. They follow cash and carry system, so there is no chance of bad debt, and it enjoys the benefits of large scale operations. It do comes with certain limitations. No credit is given, so it restricts the purchasing power of the consumer. And due to absence of salesmen, the item which need personal attention may not be sold out. Consumer may handle the goods kept in the shelves carelessly, so which may lead to damage or mishandling of the goods. There is also high rent due to prime location, so that may be increasing the cost or the rent cost or maintenance cost to run the super bazaar. So it has high overhead expenses. The fifth one is huge capital requirement. Establishment and running the supermarket is very cost effective, and it is not cost effective, and it is relatively high. Now this is vending machine, wherein we will talk about that how this act as a large scale retailers. These are the coin operated machines found very suitable in selling the products like hot beverages, platform tickets, soft drink, newspapers, and many more items. So this automated teller machine is also a vending machine in banking business. Now, when we talk about the features of vending machine, they are most suitable for selling pre-packed items of low price product with uniform size and weight. So initial cost of machine and maintenance charges are very high, and consumer cannot see the product before buying. And the another feature is that you cannot return the goods if you don't want to purchase it. Now, when we talk about GST, that is goods and service tax, this was introduced by Government of India on 1st July 2017. The major feature was one nation, one tax. So it is a destination based single tax on the supply of goods and service from the manufacturer to consumer. It replaced multiple taxes levied by central and state government, and it reduced the tax burden by eliminating tax on tax. So GST consists of CGST and SGST, which are applicable in case of intrastate supply of goods and services, and IGST in case of interstate supply of goods and services. So tax liability arises when the taxable person crosses the limit of 20 lakh turnover per year. When we talk about the features of GST, it is applicable to the whole country, including J&K, and it is destination-based consumption tax. So import of goods are treated as interstate supplies, and hence IGST is applicable for such goods. CGST, SGST, and IGST are levied at rates which are mutually agreed by the center and the state based on recommendation of GST Council. So we can see that there are four tax slabs, different 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%, depending on the industry which you fall in. Export and supplies to CEZ are zero rated, and taxpayer can remit the tax amount through different payment gateways such as net banking or NEFT, that is electronic fund transfer, and RTGS. Now, when we talk about the role of commerce and industry association in promotion of internal trade, then the first thing we have is Indian Chamber of Commerce. Now, the Chamber of Commerce and Industry was formed as an association of business and industrial houses to promote and protect their common interest and goal. They play an important role in strengthening internal trade and overall economic activity. We can see certain examples wherein we have CII, we have FICCI, and we have SOCAM, that is Associated Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Now, the role of Commerce and Industry Association is that it helps in many activities relating interstate movement of goods. So to ensure that octroi and other local services are charged reasonably. It also helps in harmonization of GST and VAT, and it helps in marketing of agro products and related issues. It helps in interacting with the government to take action against those who violate rules relating to weights and measures and prevention of duplication of brand. It will also help in promoting sound infrastructure and interact with the government on issues of labor laws. Thank you.